How in the fudge did you get a dang gun in the club? This is before we get to the fact that you already put hands on somebody and the security allowing you to stay there. How are you even in the... Those of y'all who are from Sacramento, you probably know about this story. Shout out to y'all in Sac. Midtown Sacramento, late Saturday night, technically Sunday morning, or really Sunday morning. Situation popped up at this bar called LOCKE. Shout out to LOCKE and Key. Shout out to everybody out there. Individual got a fight with somebody inside the club. Allegedly, according to somebody from Fox News, the individual was allowed to stay in the club after said fight, and he later pulled out a gun that he already had inside the club with him. A gun that he had inside the club with him. He didn't go run back to his grandmama Cadillac he got parked across the street. He actually had the gun inside him, pulled it out, and shot at the individual. Completely missed the man he was targeting, but hit 3 girls. 2 in their thighs or leg area and 1 in the chest, but non-life threatening. There is just so much wrong with this story, bro. I mean, just so much wrong with this. I watched the Fox News story, right? Where they were interviewing the mother of one of the women who were shot in the situation. And my respect to them, I hope they're making a full speed of recovery, right? And she was saying like how the security team failed them. She blames security. I can't even fully blame security because there's so many variables that could be. Let's start from point one. Number one, the individual who brought the gun in the club. If you even going somewhere where in effort to have a good time, in the aims to have a good time and enjoy your night, you feel like bringing a firearm is necessary, yo, that guy shouldn't be going there. There's nowhere besides the shooting range over there off of Laguna Family Shooting Range in Elk Grove. There's nowhere I go where my immediate thought is, if I'm trying to have a good time, yo, let me bring my gun. If I'm looking, there ain't no girl who ever went on a date with me who can tell you I brought a gun with her on the date, unless she stayed in the projects. But you know what I'm saying. That's number one. Number two, when you get to what took place in the club, this is why I can't blame the security totally. Because I could imagine a world, don't get me wrong, I could imagine a world where the guard just did not do his job and did not pat the person down. Which is odd to me because every time I take my black behind to lock and key, they make sure to rub me all the way up and down like I'm the goddamn weapon of mass destruction. Or what could have happened is maybe he had a table. I've done security for a long time. I've been a bouncer for 10 years. I've had people try to bring in guns in bars that I worked, and I can tell you 9 times out of 10 when that happened, the individual had a table. Hey, bro, no, fuck this shit, bro. My homie got a table in there, blood. My homie got a table in there, blood. What you talking about, blood? Hey, bro, listen, I'm doing my job. You can't come with the gun. So that's number one. Number two, I can imagine a world where if it's not the security team's fault, it's the VIP's fault. Because when we get to the part of the story where they said, allegedly, he was allowed to stay in the club after he got into a fight. Don't forget that part of the story. The individual who shot, he was allowed to stay in the club after he'd already had a sad fight with somebody, right? The only time I can see that happening where we as a security team, we're not allowed to throw somebody to F out is if they had a table. They're the VIP's preferred guests. There might be some street dudes, the VIP team in a manager club. They might be too scared to really kick these out. That can be a thing too. It is something to be said about some of these clubs you go to. The street dudes who buy tables, who actually got a little bit of money, got a little bit of cheese, they be punking the heck out of the VIP teams, etc., etc. So I can't wholly shit on the security guard because there's so many variables and I still don't know the full context of the situation. I just don't. I pray for those who were shot. I pray for those who were affected because that's terrible. I pray for the mother and father. I would never want to get the news that my daughter got shot in a dang nightclub. Allegedly, the mom was talking about that one of the daughters came out of her own pocket to pay for the table that she was kicking it at. This isn't a common occurrence in Sacramento. It's not. We have people who get shot at nightclubs, don't get me wrong. We've had quite a few killings in the last 3 years at nightclubs. But, and I'm going to say this too, those of y'all who street dudes, street niggas should not be allowed to have guns.